Why Muslims consider dogs unclean. Muslims traditionally avoid dogs. One touch infects a person with impurity. Muslims can't even see a dog during prayer. Turkish actor Unclean was shamed for having a dog, but early Muslims actually raised puppies. Prophet Muhammad himself prayed in the presence of dogs. He told his companions of the virtue of saving a dog. In his parable, a man gave water to a thirsty dog. Allah granted him eternal paradise for his deed. The Mosque of the Prophet in Medina is one of the holiest Muslim sites. Dogs freely walked and lived in its vicinity for centuries. They weren't pets, but economic necessities. Sheep and goats were central to the economy. The dogs helped protect the herds. Dogs also accompanied hunters. The largest cities between 700 and 1700 were Muslim. In these cities, property was guarded by dogs. Butchers used them to keep away rats and other vermin. Most importantly, dogs ate the garbage. With them around, people didn't have to clean the streets. Muslim leaders built watering troughs for dogs. Mosques threw them food scraps. Violence against urban dogs was often punished. Caliph Umar said no dog should be hungry in his kingdom. It would mean he was a bad ruler. The Muslim attitude to dogs changed about 200 years ago. People noticed that diseases came from garbage heaps. The garbage was put outside city walls. The dogs who lived off it were now seen as a health hazard. People didn't need them to clean the streets anymore. Middle Eastern cities started dog eradication campaigns. The Muslim elites still keep dogs as status symbols, but the majority of Muslims have come to see dogs as unclean. This concept comes from the Hadith. The Hadith are stories of Prophet Muhammad's life. One Hadith says angels refused to visit the Prophet. He had a dog living in his house. The Prophet then ordered the killing of all the dogs. He only left the dog, which guarded a big orchard. However, scholars interpret the Hadith differently. Some believe it only directs Muslims to kill rabid dogs. Another Hadith says,
"If a dog licks the vessel of any one of you, let him throw away whatever was in it and wash it 7 times.
Early Muslim scholars claimed black dogs to be devils. The company of dogs would void a Muslim's good deeds. However, these beliefs stem from pre-Islamic Arabian mythology. The Quran doesn't prohibit dogs. Muslims are allowed to eat game caught by a hunting dog. This means the saliva of a dog can be impure. The Quran even praises a dog in the story of 7 sleepers. These were men who fled religious persecution. They slept for 100 years. Their dog guarded them all that time. Islam doesn't allow animal cruelty. The Prophet said,
"No animal, including a bird or any other kind, is killed unjustly, except that it will raise a complaint against the killer on the day of resurrection,